Namaste and welcome to Ashtanga class today. I'm Hamel the Penguin. I hope you're ready to flow. I hope you're ready to find something new today. I hope that you're ready to go on a journey that allows you to take on something today. So I've been thinking a little bit about this time of the year whereby we hibernate a little bit more. The colder weather just makes things a little bit more difficult to allow ourselves to do. And the colors that surround us literally look very different. They don't always feel as vibrant. Some of us enjoy the time of year than the others. For myself, I definitely love summer the most. I would love summer 12 months of the year. That would be absolutely amazing. Just so I can wear shorts without ever having to wear long pants ever. But yeah, that's my preference, but everybody has their own preference and everyone has their own specific feels this time of the year. So something I wanted to bring into our practice today was a focus on color and a focus on flavor. Now normally, sometimes within our practices, we focus on chakra lines, we focus on areas and spaces where we dedicate our time and practice to those specific chakras. Obviously, allowing ourselves to infiltrate into those color schemes as well. And today I want to move away a little bit from that. I want us to focus on your favorite color, your favorite flavor. Whatever that color may be, it may be a chakra color, it may not be. It's up to you. Find something and hold something that has that energy that makes you feel beyond vibrant, beyond anything you can imagine. Allow yourself to bring that color into your space right now. Flavor. So this flavor could be anything. It's not necessarily just about food. It can be a flavor from the smell. We are so intricately designed that we can incorporate a couple senses into a couple experiences. So whatever that taste may be, it may be a rose petal, it may be a fresh air. Whatever it is to you, I want you to bring that into your space as well. So our color and our taste. Merging them together, bring it into a space where we can allow ourselves to vibrate through that frequency today. So throughout our practice today, we're going to create the intention of allowing that flow of that frequency to be in this space, to hold our space, to enjoy our space, and literally allow ourselves to be immersed in all that we love and that we call our favorite. So with that in mind, we shall begin our practice today. I know we're already vibed up with the color. We've got that flavor flowing. Maybe this may be a great way to enjoy your practice, knowing that there might be something tasty afterwards that you might want to make, or that has already been made. There has already been made, so that you can allow yourself to immerse your practice all the way into the first step that you take outside of your room after your practice today. Alrighty. Let's slowly just take a nice, comfortable seated posture. As we start to take in, release, and let go of everything that sits outside of us, everything that doesn't serve us. We hone in, we find that space to tune in to our practice, to our space, to the elements that surround us. We enter in with love, light, and magic. Slowly acknowledging your inhalation as you honor your exhalation. We take a moment to release the past and the future, leaving it outside of this room, as we zone in to this present moment and this beautiful space. We start to draw in a lush inhalation. And we just sigh it all out. 2 more cleansing breaths. Deep inhale. And let it go. Inhale. And release. Slowly drawing your hands to heart center. We're going to open the class, opening invocation, followed by a chant of Om. Tuning into your frequency, tuning into your station. We go forth from here. Vande Gurunam Charana Ravinde Sanda Shita Swatma Sukha Bhavode Nishwe Yase Jangalika Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakrasi Dharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Inhale for Om. Namaste and welcome to your Ashtanga practice today. May it be filled with magic, may it be filled with flavor, may it be filled with your special light. Okay, so today we're going to engage through our warm-up, which will be 5 rounds of Sun Salutation A, 2 rounds of Sun Salutation B, and then we're going to flow through the seated series today. So be prepared, ready, lots of chaturangas. But just remember, your body comes first, listen to it, allow yourself to be in tune with it. If you need to take knees, chest, chin, allow yourself to flow through it. Okay, beautiful. We shall begin. Coming up to the top of your mat. Just taking a moment to make sure that your big toes are touching. Slight bend in the heel, slight bend in the knee. Tilt through your hip bone. Release through your shoulders all the way down towards the earth. And drawing your gaze forward. Just taking a moment to immerse yourself around the color you have chosen, the flavor that you've chosen. I've chosen red, and I've chosen chocolate cake. That's my frequency, that's my vibe. I hope you enjoy yours too. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to halfway lift, releasing your hands, either jumping or stepping back. Holding your high plank, rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. And releasing back to down. We're holding here for 5. So just taking a moment to walk your dog out. Finding movement. Finding that extra space that your body requires right now. Slowly activating your Ujjayi breathing. Holding here for 1 more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to a halfway lift, exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, releasing those arms all the way up, Urdhva Tadasana, and releasing your hands through heart center, coming back to Tadasana. Beautiful. Inhale. Drawing those hands all the way up, taking your gaze, releasing it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Releasing your hands down to the earth, either jumping or stepping back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Releasing back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. Just imagining your space filling up with that beautiful color, that sparkle of energy flowing through in and around you. Holding here for 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Last breath cycle, deep inhalation and exhale that all out. Now looking up to the top of your mat, either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to your halfway lift, release to fold. Inhale, sweeping those arms all the way up against your aura, releasing your hands through your chakra line. Coming back to center. Inhale. Hands all the way up towards the heavens. As you exhale, drawing them down back to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, taking your gaze forward, drawing your hands back down, either jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank as you roll over your toes, taking those arms to 90, and tucking toes. Coming up into upward facing dog, releasing back to down dog. Just engaging in that beautiful fragrance, that scent that you've chosen, allowing it to permeate all the way around in the room you're in right now. Holding here for 3 more. And your next inhalation, looking up to the top of your mat, if you're jumping or stepping forward. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up and releasing your hands back down to neutral. Inhale, exhale, fold. Coming up to halfway lift, releasing your hands, either jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank, rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Drawing your gaze forward through up dog. Just holding here for a second and releasing back to down dog. Tune into your jai breathing as you slowly start to create that fire within. Just drawing that being as far up as you can. Holding here for one more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway lift, release, fold. Inhale, coming up to Urdhva Tadasana and releasing back to Tadasana. Last round of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing your hands down to the earth, either jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank. Releasing through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. And releasing back to down dog. Holding here for one more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Either jumping or stepping forward. Coming up to halfway lift. Releasing your hands to the earth. Sweeping those arms all the way up and around. And drawing your hands through prayer. Coming back to center. Beautiful. Hope you're feeling magically immersed through color and flavor right now. We're going to flow through the second part of our warm-up. 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar B. Inhalation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing your hands back down to the earth. Jumping or stepping back. Holding high plank, rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Flowing all the way up to upward facing dog. And releasing back to downward facing dog. Holding here for 1 breath cycle. Just making sure that your hands and fingers are completely spread out. Inhale, right leg all the way up. As you exhale, placing it between your hands, grounding back foot to 45, squaring your hips off to the front of the class, releasing those hands all the way up, coming up into warrior 1. Inhalation, and as you exhale, releasing your hands back down to the earth, stepping right foot back, holding high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to up dog, releasing back to down dog. Holding here for 1 breath cycle. Inhale, left leg all the way up. With momentum, bringing it forward. Grounding back foot to 45. Front knee at 90. Hips squared off. Inhale, warrior 1 on the opposite side. Exhale, releasing your hands down to the earth. Stepping left foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to up dog. And releasing back to down dog for 5. Holding here for one more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Either jumping, stepping forward, coming up to Urdhva, and releasing to Uttanasana. Inhale, drawing your hands all the way up, and drawing back to center. Last part of our warm-up. Hope you're feeling nice and warm now. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Releasing your hands. Jumping or stepping back. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. And releasing back to down dog. Holding here for one. Inhale, right leg all the way up. As you exhale, with momentum, bringing it through, placing between your hands, releasing up to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, releasing your hands all the way down to the earth, stepping right foot back, flowing through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Releasing back to down dog. Holding here for one breath cycle. Inhale, left leg all the way up. As you exhale, placing between your hands, grounding back foot to 45. Releasing those arms all the way up. Drawing your gaze. Feeling that fire. Feeling that color. Feeling that frequency. Releasing those hands back down to the earth. Drawing that energy down. Holding high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog, releasing back to down dog for 5. Taking this time to rejuvenate, recenter, and refocus. Coming back to your breath, coming back to your center. Holding here for 3 more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. You're jumping, stepping forward. Coming up to Urdhva Uttanasana. Releasing down to fold over. Inhale, drawing your hands all the way up. Bringing your hands through to heart center. And releasing down. Just taking a moment to close your eyes. As we fill ourselves up with light, your color of choice. Start to feel that smell. As we start to heighten through what we feel, how we feel, and how we're going to feel in the next moments to come. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Coming up to halfway left. Urdhva Uttanasana. Releasing your hands down to the mat. Stepping right foot, stepping left foot. Rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. Releasing back to down dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to come into seated. So whatever variation works for you, either finding a jump through, step through, or place through. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. And coming through to seated. Excellent. Okay. Extending your feet out. Just making sure that your toes are pointing all the way up towards the heaven, to the point that you start to feel your calf muscles activated and your heels slightly a bit off the floor. Finding length through your spine, releasing your hands down to the mat. Not engaging into them, just allowing them to rest beside you. feel more comfortable bringing your hands to heart center. We're going to hold Dandasana for 5 breath cycles. Deep inhalation and release. Just taking your gaze forward. Allowing those shoulders to melt away. Finding the length through your spine. Activating through your core. Holding here for 1 more. And release. I'm sure you enjoyed that the most so far today. We're going to roll through 3 variations of Paschimottanasana now. So just remember, if you need to take a bend into the knee, allow yourself to do so. If you do have a strap with you, allow yourself to engage through it. First variation we're going to come into, we're going to release our peace fingers towards our big toes. So inhale, finding length through your spine. Drawing your hands all the way up. As you exhale, reaching forward, connecting peace fingers towards your big toes. Finding length through your spine and releasing all the way down. Drawing your torso towards your thighs and knees. Finding length through your spine. As you find a little bit more depth through your exhalation. We're holding here for 3 more breath cycles. And slowly on your next inhalation, drawing all the way back up to center. Finding length through your spine. Next variation, we're going to take our hands and we're going to place them on the side of our feet. So inhale, finding length through your spine. And as you exhale, releasing forward. Grabbing your hands, placing them around on the side of your feet. Toes pointing all the way up. Finding length through your spine as you exhale to release all the way down. Leaning from those hips. Allowing your torso to hug your thighs as you allow your head to fall into your knees, maybe your calves, your shins. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. On your next inhale, drawing all the way back up to center, finding neutral. We're going to come into the final variation of Paschimottanasana. This time we're placing our hands over our toes. Okay, so making sure that those toes are pointed all the way up. As you inhale, elongating through your spine. As you exhale, releasing all the way down and over. Drawing those palms over your toes, over your feet. Inhale, finding length through your spine now. As you exhale, allow yourself to draw further and further towards the earth. Holding here for 2 more. And your next inhale, drawing all the way back up to center. Crisscrossing your legs, rolling over your knees, placing your hands down into the mat. Stepping right foot and left foot back, holding high plank, rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into upward facing dog. Releasing back to down dog. Holding here for 1 breath cycle. And from here we find it seated again, choosing your variation as you come back to neutral. Neutral being our floor right now. Alright. What I would like you to do is place your hands beside you and allow them to draw down from your shoulders, finding length. We're going to come into Purvottasana now, 5 breath cycles. A beautiful counter pose for Chaturanga Dandasana. I know, we love this so much. We also want to do this through every vinyasa as well. We're going to take a deep inhalation. First thing, pointing your toes forward. As you inhale, drawing your hips all the way up towards the heavens. Drawing your neck slightly back, drawing your gaze all the way up. Just finding length away from the floor, drawing your hips as far up as possible. Holding here for 4 more. Activating through Ujjayi breathing. If you'd like to close your eyes, allow yourself to do so. Again, just immersing yourself in that magical color, that magical sparkle that you've created, that's flowing and drawing itself all the way around, on the walls, on the carpet, on the ceiling. If you're outside, maybe it's all the way through the garden, on the pool. Just imagining where it could flow, where it could fly. Just like you, penguins fly. Holding it for 1 more. As you exhale, releasing all the way down. Crisscrossing legs, rolling over, placing hands. You're jumping, stepping back to your high plank. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog. Releasing back to downward facing dog. Looking up to the top of your mat. And finding seated. Beautiful. Alright. We're going to come into one of our favorites now. Well, favorites because I like to say it. Adho Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Okay, so first things first. What we're going to do is we're going to extend our right leg forward. We're going to bring our left knee into chest, slowly release it all the way down. We're going to connect our left foot towards our left thigh. First, we're going to find length so that we can find that equilibrium between our buttocks right now. Beautiful. Alright. From here, taking your left hand, placing it behind, connecting it towards the t-shirt, holding on and gripping to it. Inhale, finding length through your right arm. And as you exhale, releasing your right hand all the way down towards your big toe if you can. If you can, place your hand on the outside of your foot, allow yourself to do so. And just allow yourself to sink further and further in towards your mat. Just listening to your body, engaging where it wants to go today. Your body has its own GPS. Sounds amazing compared to the one we have in our cars, and on our phone. So just tuning into that frequency of love, that frequency of light. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, drawing all the way up. Crisscrossing legs, rolling over, placing hands. Drawing your feet to the back of your mat, rolling through your Chaturanga. You need to go knees, chest and chin. Engage, flow, and release back. Down dog. From down dog, finding seated. We're going to come into variation now on to our left hand side. So extending our left foot forward, making sure that our toes are pointing up. Bringing right foot in. As we exhale it down, connecting our foot to our thigh. Right hand all the way around, connecting it towards your shirt. Inhale, left arm. As you exhale, releasing forward. If you can connect your hand around your foot, allow yourself to do so. Again, tuning into where your body wants to go today. Maybe it wants to take a shot left, maybe it wants to take a shot right. Allow it to flow, allow it to be. Just making sure that you're doing it with care and love. Holding here for 2 more. Engaging through your dry breathing. Inhale, drawing all the way back up to center. Crisscrossing your legs over the opposite way. Rolling over. Drawing your feet to the back of the mat. And rolling through your chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Blowing all the way up if you're coming into baby cobra. Tucking toes. Releasing back to down dog. Looking up to the top of your mat. Finding seated. Beautiful. Alright. Hope you're ready for the next posture. I totally am. Coming into Kriya Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Alright, so extending legs out. This time we're going to go with our right foot. So inhale, right leg back. We're going to open it up wide behind us. So first things first, we have to do 2 checks. Just making sure that our buttocks are aligned on the mat. If they're not, just allowing yourself to take a block, placing it underneath. You need to, maybe a cushion. And then second thing, just drawing all that beautiful flesh out from your thigh and your calf. Promise you create just a little bit more room for you to play with. You've got 1 of 3 options. We're either going to fold over, we're either going to fold back onto our elbows, or we're going to fall back all the way down. Depending on where your body's at today, we're just tuning into that frequency. Okay. Alright, so whatever works for you today, whatever you feel your flavor is right now. Inhale, drawing up through your spine. As you exhale, either forward or back. Holding here for 5 beautiful breaths. Engaging into that beautiful oceanic sound of your Ujjayi breath. Holding here for 1 more breath. And as you exhale, letting it go. Inhale, drawing yourself back up to neutral. Releasing your knee back into chest. Crisscrossing over right, over left. Rolling through your chaturanga dandasana. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down. Finding seated from here. Okay, we're going to go into the opposite side now. So left leg. So right leg forward, left leg tapped into you. As you slowly release it to the outside. Again, making sure that your buttocks are balanced on the mat. Drawing flesh out from your thigh and your calf. Making sure that you're comfortable with where you're at right now. And repeating the same variation that you took on the opposite side. Inhale, finding length through your spine. And as you exhale, folding over or folding back. Making sure that the front foot's pointed all the way up towards the heavens. Engaging into that victorious breath. Just imagining the colors flowing through that ocean breath of yours right now. Colors change perspective, colors change feelings, flavors change feelings, flavors change perspective. Just allowing yourself to be with all that beautiful, beautiful perspective that you've created in your mat so far. Holding here for 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, propping yourself back up to neutral. Bringing your left knee into chest. Crossing left knee over right. Rolling over. As you flow through your vinyasa. as we prepare ourselves for our next asana. Flowing through your pranayama, coming back to down dog, through inhalation, looking up to the top of your mat, finding seated, extending both legs forward. We're going to come into 2 out of the 3 variations for Janusasana. So first things first, inhaling right leg into your chest. As you release it to the outside, I want you to connect your right foot towards your left thigh. Again, just making sure that your buttocks feel balanced. And just remember, your knee will, if it's not touching the earth right now, that's okay. If you feel that you want to make it a little bit more comfortable, just placing a block on the outside. It should allow more balance. It should allow more comfort as well into the posture. Okay, from here we're going to fold over. So inhale, drawing those arms, finding length. As you exhale, releasing forward. Holding here for 4 more. Holding here for 2 more. Inhale, coming back up to neutral. Crisscrossing your legs. Rolling over. Rolling through your vinyasa. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down. Looking up to the top of your mat. And finding seated. Right, we're going to go the opposite leg this time. So inhaling your left leg in. As you exhale it out. Connecting your foot all the way into your thigh. Making sure that that front foot pointed all the way up. You're finding that balance through your buttocks. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, releasing your hands all the way down towards your foot, towards your shin, towards your knee. Wherever your body is navigating you towards today, finding your destination. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. And your next inhale, coming back up to center, crisscrossing left over right, rolling over your knees, finding your hands at the top of your mat, stepping back to high plank, rolling through your vinyasa, coming up to upward facing dog, releasing back to down dog, holding, looking up, finding seated again. Beautiful. Okay, extending both feet out again, this time bringing right foot in, drawing it out towards the mat. From here, we're going to find ourselves pushing our torsos all the way up, so we can find the ball of our heel placed on our perineum. You might feel a little bit of discomfort. Just allow yourself to find comfort through it in the best possible position. Again, finding length through your toes on your left foot, drawing them all the way up. Finding length through your spine as you inhale. Exhale, release forward. Holding here for 2 more breath cycles. Next inhale, drawing up to center, crisscrossing right over left, finding high plank, rolling through, coming up top and facing dog, and releasing back to down, looking up to the top of your mat as we find seated once again. Extending both feet forward, bringing left knee, hugging it into your chest, allowing it to meet the earth as you draw it down. Placing pressure on your hands through the mat, drawing your torso up, releasing all of your heel onto your perineum, finding in through your front foot as you flex it through. Inhale, drawing up through. Exhale, releasing forward. Holding here for 2 more breath cycles. Inhale, coming back up to center, crisscrossing left over right, rolling over, finding high plank, rolling to Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming all the way up to upward facing dog, releasing back to downward facing dog, looking up to the top of your mat as you find seated. Excellent. Okay, we're going to extend our feet forward this time. Then we come into our next posture, Marichyasana. So we're going to bring our right leg in first. We're going to come into a bind. So what I'd like you to do first is inhale right arm all the way up, finding length, bringing it around your knee, connecting left arm to right hand. Finding length as you take a deep inhale, front foot flexed, exhale fold. Holding here for 3 more. Inhale, coming back up to center, crossing right over left, flowing through your vinyasa. Up dog, back to downward facing dog, looking up to the top of your mat, finding seated, extending both legs forward, this time bringing left knee to chest, just making sure that you have a palm distance between this distance between your thigh and your foot. Inhale, left arm all the way up, releasing it around your knee, taking your right hand, placing it and connecting it towards your left hand as you find your bind. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, release, drawing forward. Holding here for 3 more breath cycles. Just finding a little bit more depth, allowing yourself to go just that little deeper today. Holding for 1 more. And the next inhalation, drawing all the way back up to center, crossing left over right, rolling over, flowing back, flowing forward through breath, coming all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, releasing back, looking up to the top of your mat, finding seated. Excellent. Okay, extending feet forward. This time, bringing left knee in, taking right leg, placing it underneath. So we come into our second variation. We're going to go with the bind again. So inhale, left arm all the way up, releasing it around your knee, taking your right hand, maneuvering it all the way around, connecting your fingers together. Inhale, drawing out through your spine. Exhale, fold. Should find yourself allowing yourself to draw a little bit further forward in this variation. Holding in for one more. Inhale, releasing. Crisscrossing left over right. Rolling over. Going all the way back. Flowing forward. Elbows at 90. Coming up into upward facing dog. Releasing back to down. Looking up to the top of your mat. Finding your seated posture. This time we're going to bring left leg underneath, right leg over. Inhale, right arm all the way up. As you exhale, releasing it around your right leg, taking left hand, drawing it all the way around, connecting your fingers together, creating a beautiful hook. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, release to fold over as you surrender to everything that is, everything that was, and everything that will be, through color, through light, through flavor, the magic that you are, the magic that you've always been. Holding here for one more breath cycle. Inhale, releasing your bind, crossing right over left, rolling over, drawing all the way back, holding high plank. Chaturanga, coming all the way up into upward facing dog, releasing back to down dog, holding here for 5, holding here for 3 more. Just finding center, finding that place of peace, that place of calm, and that place of rest. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. From here, finding seated again. Extending the feet forward. Drawing your arms up in front of you. Finding a beautiful, dreamy inhalation. Finding structure through that spine as you pivot it all the way down. Using your core, firing it up. As you extend your feet to the outer edges of the mat, drawing your hands beside you, either palms up or palms down, whatever feels most comfortable for you. As you sit up in your final posture in Shavasana, allowing your breath to go as you melt away into your mat. Just maybe covering yourself with the blankets, getting warm. Just engaging and now releasing. Allowing all that energy that you've created in your beautiful space, your color and light, your flavor and fire, may it flow and fall beside you and within you. As that energy deepens into your soul, allowing that blissfulness to radiate through your whole being. We are here to be one. We are here to be united. Together we are stronger. Together we move further. The further we move, the more we evolve. Through evolution, the more frequency, the more vibrancy, the more elevation. We are here now, we are here together, enlightened, hopeful, and filled with magic, love, and light. Slowly and gently reinvigorating your beautiful body through all its energies, through all its life, through all its prana, as we slowly allow it to reawaken, finding movement through your toes, finding movement through your fingers. You're just rolling your head from side to side, finding circular motions through your ankles and wrists. As you breathe in a beautiful, lush, dreamy inhalation, drawing your hands overhead, stretching your feet forward, and sighing it all out. As you find a new inhalation, drawing your knees to chest, hugging your knees in, feeling that love, feeling that warmth. As you slowly roll over onto your left hand side, just propping your head onto your bicep, resting your hand on your mat. As you tune into your final frequency of gratitude, filled with light, filled with color, filled with flavor, filled with fire. As you slowly roll all the way back up into seated position, drawing your hands to heart center, that you have found today. May it hold you, may it guide you, may it show you a path, filled with something new and something that will add value and something that will bring more into your space. We're going to close off the class with our closing chant and the chant of all. Thank you so much for allowing me to teach you today. It fills me up with light, fills me up with love, and it fills me up with magic. My blessings from me to you. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalya yantam mayena magena mahim mahishaha go brahmaya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Inhale form. Oh.